University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello. Early last year, around 130 teams put no doubt slightly nervous pens to paper as they sat out tests for this competition. 28 of them made it onto the series, and over the past months they've whittled away at each other until only the best two remain. And tonight, those two compete for the right to lift the trophy and call themselves series champions. Both teams arrived here by the shortest route, all victories, no defeats. Now, the team from Corpus Christi College, Cambridge, are no doubt being cheered on by the teams who fell under their wheels, the Oxford Colleges Merton, Magdalen and Wolfson, Trinity College, Cambridge and Durham University. Their accumulated score is 1,075. With an average age of 21, let's meet them for the last time.
Hi, I'm Alexander, I'm from Bristol and I'm doing Japanese studies.
Hi, my name is Will, I live near Peterborough and I'm studying History of Art.
And this is their captain.
Hi, I'm Ian, I'm from Salem Greater Manchester and I'm studying English.
Hi, I'm Alex, I'm from Whitney near Oxford and I'm studying chemistry.
The team from Imperial College, London, engineered the downfall of another two Oxford colleges, Brasenose and St John's, and also defeated the Courtauld Institute of Art, Durham University and Trinity College, Cambridge. Being handy at maths, they will know that their accumulated score is 1,170. With an average age of 23, let's hear their final hellos.
Hi, I'm Richard Brooks. I'm from Stops-on-Tees and I study mechanical engineering.
I'm Brandon, out of Jamaica, Queens in New York City. I'm doing a master's in computer science.
This is their captain.
Hi, I'm Caleb. I'm from Lewisham in London and I'm studying for an MRes in controlled quantum dynamics.
Hi, I'm Connor. I'm from Dublin and I'm doing a PhD in computer science.
Well, I hope you enjoy it. Fingers on the buzzers, here's the first starter for 10. The Tang Dynasty author Lu Yu wrote an early work concerning the cultivation and preparation of what? The opening words describe a magnificent tree growing in the south, its shape resembling those of other camellia. He later states that its liquor is like the sweetest...
Imperial Brooks.
Tea.
Tea is correct, yes. 3 questions on Italian cities as described by Lord Byron in his poem Childe Harold's Pilgrimage. Name each city described. Firstly, for 5, the Niobe of nations. There she stands, childless and crownless in her voiceless woe, an empty urn within her withered hands, whose holy dust was scattered long ago.
Do you have?
I don't know.
This could be like Rome. I mean,
They do go there.
yeah.
So.
Rome?
Rome is correct. Secondly, and Tasso is their glory and their shame. Hark to his strain, and then survey his cell, and see how dearly earned Torquato's fame, and where Alfonso bade his poet dwell.
I'll find it. If you think it, continue just saying.
What are you thinking? Florence? Florence? Okay, yeah, I got Florence.
Florence?
No, that's Ferrara. And finally, her palaces are crumbling to the shore, and music meets not always now the ear. Those days are gone, but beauty still is here.
Palaces. Naples, Venice. Venice? So Venice, try.
Yeah. Venice?
Venice is correct. Right, 10 points for this. Middle-pointed, flamboyant and curvilinear are among alternative names for what phase of English...
Corpus Christi Stewart.
Gothic? Architecture?
No. You lose 5 points. Alternative names for what phase of English Gothic architecture? Characterised by ogis, ball flowers and elaborate tracery, it began in the later 13th century.
Imperial Brooks.
Perpendicular?
No, it's not. That was later. It was decorated. 10 points for this. The Kirkwood Gaps are regions of low population on graphs showing the distribution of what objects plotted against their semi-major orbital axis. An example occurs at 2
Imperial McNeil.
Asteroids?
Asteroids is correct. Right, these bonuses are on fashion and fine art. In the 1990s, which Italian designer created several pieces using a print based on Warhol's silk screens of Marilyn Monroe and James Dean. His sister revived the print as a tribute to him in 2018.
This is Versace.
Versace.
Gianni Versace is correct. Secondly, which British designer's works include a corset printed with a painting by Boucher and an asymmetric evening gown inspired by Watteau? She's called the 18th century a high point of art and culture.
If I had to guess something, I'd say Vivienne Westwood. But British fashion is
Vivienne Westwood.
Correct. Which Italian designer made several collaborations with Salvador Dali, including her 1937 lobster dress worn by Wallace Simpson?
This is a weird period for me. We can try.
French.
Did they say French?
No.
Oh. I was going to try Ferragamo, but I think I'm
Nominate Brandon.
Ferragamo.
No, it's Elsa Schiaparelli. 10 points for this. The name of which country appears within the names of the following? The Nobel laureate who wrote 6 characters in search of an author.
Imperial Brendan.
Iran.
Iran is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses are on experiments performed on board the International Space Station. The STP-H5-EHD experiment tested a cooling system in which coolant fluid is pumped without the need for fragile mechanical parts. For what subfield of physics do the letters EHD stand here?
I thought it was going to be. I thought it might be hydraulic. Okay.
Electrohydrodynamics.
Try it. Yeah.
Electrohydrodynamics.
Correct. The ISS CREAM experiment used a balloon-mounted instrument to measure the energies of high-speed particles travelling through space. For what do the letters CR in ISS CREAM stand?
Cosmic rays.
Correct. Aramis aimed to improve operational efficiency on the ISS using a device that displays informative computer-generated images over the astronaut's view. For what do the letters AR in Aramis stand?
Augmented reality.
Certainly.
Augmented reality.
Correct. We're going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see a map showing the routes travelled by major leaders and armies in a particular military campaign. For 10 points, I need you to give me the name, including an ordinal number, by which this campaign is generally known.
Corpus Christi Stewart.
First Crusade.
No? Anyone want to buzz from Imperial?
Imperial Brandon.
Third Crusade.
It was the Third Crusade, yes. So you are now going to see similar maps showing the major routes travelled by the main leaders and armies during the Crusades, and in each case I need you to give me the ordinal number by which the particular crusade pictured is most commonly known. Firstly?
So it ended in Constantinople. Oh, is this? Not the first. This might be the Fourth Crusade, right? Did he say they're all crusades, or am I just being dumb? Okay.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah, try 4.
Fourth Crusade.
Correct. Secondly?
And it started in France, and it went to Cyprus. This might be the 8th Crusade, because Leo the 9th. Yeah, try 8. That's wrong, though.
Eighth Crusade.
No, that's the 7th Crusade. And finally?
Okay, so they split. They were in the doohickey. Meeting Constantinople.
There was a Frederick for the second, right?
I think this is the second.
Okay. Second Crusade.
No, that's the First Crusade. Right, 10 points for this. Named after a French mathematician, which special case of the mean value theorem states that if a function is differentiable over an open...
Imperial McNeil.
Roller's theorem.
Correct. These bonuses are on concepts in post-colonial theory. In each case, give the term from the definition. A 2-word term firstly coined by W.E. Du Bois to refer to an internal conflict experienced by colonized peoples. He described it as a sense of measuring one's soul by the tape of a world that looks on in amused contempt and pity.
This is African-American post-colonial theory, and I'm about to get it wrong on TV.
It's going to be something like internalize something. Like
Oh yeah, internalized racism.
Maybe, yeah.
Internalize that insecurity. Try it.
Racism, but racism if it's Bahi.
Yeah.
If it's bi? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Internalized racism.
No, it's double consciousness. Secondly, a military term meaning a junior officer used in this context to refer to groups excluded from structures of power. It appears in the title of a major essay by Gayatri Spivak.
Subaltern. Subaltern.
Subaltern is correct, yes. And finally, a term developed by Edward Said in a book of the same name. It refers to reductive and romanticized representations of Asian art and culture.
Orientalism.
Correct. 10 points for this. Give the three-word title of the Gothic novel of 1820 by Charles Maturin about a man who has sold his soul to the devil. In forming a novel of 2018 by Sarah Perry, it also gave Oscar Wilde a pseudonymous surname following his release from prison.
Imperial Brooks.
Life of Faust.
Know anyone want to buzz from Corpus? It's Melmoth the Wanderer. 10 points for this. Answer promptly. In total, how many human figures appear in the following two paintings? Henri Matisse's 1910 version of The Dance and The Young Ladies of Avignon by...
Corpus Christi Wang.
There's 5 in both, so 10.
Correct. Your bonuses are on pieces of popular music written wholly or partly in the unusual time signature 7/4 or septuple time. Firstly, released by Peter Gabriel in 1977 as his solo debut, which single takes its name from the location of an Iron Age fort in Somerset?
Nominate Stuart.
Salisbury Hill.
Salisbury Hill is correct. Unsquare Dance was written in 1961 by which jazz musician?
Dave Brubeck.
Dave Brubeck is correct. Taken from the Pink Floyd album Dark Side of the Moon. Which
Money.
song? Money is correct, yes. 10 points for this. What initial letter links all of these place names? The county towns of Tyrone and Rutland, a town to the north of...
Imperial Brandon.
Oh is correct, yes. These bonuses are on mathematicians. No mathematician should ever allow himself to forget that mathematics, more than any other art or science, is a young man's game. Who wrote those words in his 1940 essay, A Mathematician's Apology?
Oh, that's Hardy. Hardy.
G.H. Hardy is correct, yes. Secondly, a close collaborator of Hardy, which Indian mathematician is the title character of the 2015 film, The Man Who Knew Infinity?
Ramanujan.
Correct. And finally, a fundamental equation of 1908 describes the genetic distribution of a population whose members reproduce at random. This was independently formulated by Hardy and which German scientist?
Weinberg.
Weinberg is correct. A music round now. For your music start, you'll hear part of a symphony. For 10 points, please name its composer.
Corpus Christi Gunasakara.
Is that Mozart?
Mozart is correct. That was part of Symphony number 41, Jupiter. Following on from the Andante second movement of that symphony, your music bonuses are excerpts from the slow movements of 3 more symphonies. This time I need both the name of the composer and the number of the symphony. Firstly, a work of 1937.
Do you recognise it?
No, Shostakovich 5.
Is it? Okay. Shostakovich. The 5th.
Shostakovich's 5th is correct, yes. So I need both facts, OK? Secondly, from the late 19th century...
Okay. Mahler's 2nd.
Correct. And finally, from the early 19th century.
Beethoven's 3rd.
Correct. 10 points for this. In physics, which Greek letter is used for all of these? In uppercase, a baryon with strangeness -1. In lowercase, Pauli spin matrices. Surface charge
Imperial
density.
Rich.
Sigma.
Sigma is correct. Your bonuses are on countries that have a larger land area than the UK, but are smaller than any of their neighbours. Name each country from the description. Firstly, one of the most sparsely populated countries in the world. Its 2 neighbours both have populations of more than 100 million. Copper mining accounts for about 10% of GDP.
I think it's Mongolia.
Mongolia.
Correct. Secondly, a landlocked country with one of Africa's highest literacy levels. Following years of hyperinflation, its official currency was suspended in 2009.
Zimbabwe? Yeah. Zimbabwe?
Correct. And finally, the world's largest producer of copper. Contiguous regions of this country extend over more than 35 degrees of latitude.
Chile? Oh, yeah.
Chile?
Chile is correct, yes. 10 points for this. 1960 and 1980 saw successful military coups in which Mediterranean country? The former resulting in the execution of the Prime Minister Adnan Menderes. A failed coup in July 2016 led to constitutional amendments that increased the power of the presidency.
Turkey.
Turkey is correct. These bonuses are on classical architecture. What term denotes the central component of the three parts of a classical entablature between the architrave and the cornice?
If you want to freeze? No. What's it called?
It might.
The bit where they have the little statues.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Freeze?
Frieze is correct. A frieze in which slabs known as metopes alternate with grooved panels called triglyphs is a characteristic of which order of architecture, named after an ethnic division of ancient Greece?
Yeah, that might be Corinthian. Well, I mean, just
I think
pick
the
one.
Parthenon has it, does it?
Yeah, just pick
Dorian?
one of the three.
Doric?
It might be Doric. Doric. If it's that.
Doric?
Doric is correct. What general six-letter term refers to sculpture created to stand out from a flat surface? An example of this is the Doric frieze of the Parthenon.
Relief.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Relief?
Relief is correct. 10 points for this. Often known by a single-word Latin title, what work does the Oxford Companion to Philosophy describe as a mere 75 pages long, written in Sibylline marmoreal sentences? It was first published in German in 1921.
Imperial McMeal.
Tractatus.
It is the Tractatus, yes. Wittgenstein. Your bonuses are on languages of the Afro-Asiatic family, for example, Arabic and Maltese. In each case, name the language from the description. Firstly, a West Chadic language that is one of the major lingua francas of Africa. It has at least 40 million speakers, many of them in Nigeria.
Hausa.
Yoruba. I don't know what that is, but if you think that's that, then go.
I think so. Hausa?
Hausa is correct. Secondly, a Semitic language with at least 3 million speakers, along with Arabic and English. It is one of the working languages of Eritrea.
Yeah, this is probably Amharic, right? Because Ethiopia, they all speak that.
Amharic?
No, it's Tigrinya. And finally, a Cushitic language with at least 15 million speakers. It is the national language of an East African country where it is written using the Roman alphabet.
That might be That might be Amharic. Might as well try it, yeah.
Amharic?
No, that's Somali. 10 points for this. On road signs in France, what seven-letter word is commonly used to indicate a cul-de-sac or blind alley? The same word in English denotes a deadlock or a situation in which no progress is possible.
Imperial Rich.
Impasse?
Impasse is correct, yes. You get 3 questions on physics, Imperial. I need a 2-word term here. Using a commercial aircraft, the 1971 Hafele-Keating experiment was a test of which effect, a consequence of special and general relativity, abbreviated as TD?
Time dilation?
Correct. Secondly, the Lorentz factor gives the strength of this effect for different relative speeds. What improper fraction does this take for a relative velocity of 60% of light speed?
So 60%.
Take
1
your time.
minus 0.6, 0.4.
That's 2/5. Not 0.4 is 2/5.
Square root of 0.4.
Huh? Square root of 0.4? That's not, it's decimal.
It's 1 minus.
Come on, let's have it, please.
1 minus. I don't have it, just go. 2.5?
No, it's 5/4, 5/4. Created by cosmic rays, which second-generation leptons gave evidence for time dilation when they were detected in large numbers at ground level?
No, the second generation of lepton is muon.
Yeah, muons. Muon.
Muon is correct. Right, we're going to take another picture round. For your picture starter, you'll see a still from a film. 10 points if you can give me its title.
Corpus Christi Wang.
That's Ozu's Tokyo Story.
It is Tokyo Story, yes. That came top in Sight and Sound's most recent poll of the greatest films ever made, as voted for by film directors. For your picture bonuses, you're going to see 3 more stills from films that featured in that list's top 15. In each case, I want the one-word English title of the film and the name of the director. Firstly...
This is Persona Bergman.
Correct. Secondly...
Mira Tarkovsky.
Correct. And finally...
Vertigo, I think. Vertigo, Hitchcock.
Correct. 10 points for this. Who was the first Stuart King of Scotland? The grandfather of James I. He had the same regnal name...
Corpus Christi Stewart.
James IV.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. He had the same regnal name as his maternal grandfather, often known as the Bruce.
Imperial Brooks.
Robert II.
Correct. Your bonuses this time are on fish of the carp family. In each case, you'll hear the binomial and a clue to a homonym of the common name. I want the common name as your answer. Firstly, alburnus alburnus and an adjective meaning cold, dreary, windswept or devoid of vegetation.
It's like not damp or like.
There's nothing called arid.
Come on.
Bear.
No, that's oblique. Secondly, gobbio gobbio and a metal socket or pivot attached to the end of a beam or spindle.
Is that like a metal? What did he say?
Like a metal pocket at the end.
Like a
Pike? I don't know.
a spivet? Is that a thing?
Spivet? Yeah. I think it's a beam or spivet.
Come on.
Pike.
No, it's gudgeon. And finally, rutilus rutilus and a shortened term for an insect of the order Blattodea, regarded as a household pest.
Yeah, Blattodea, those are termites and cockroaches. So this might just be a roach.
Roach, yeah.
Roach.
Roach is correct. Well done. 10 points for this. Taken from the title of a 1949 work by Dr. Seuss, what term denotes a non-Newtonian fluid made of water and corn flour?
Imperial Ridge.
Oobleck.
Oobleck is right. Your bonuses are on novels this time that have won the Prix Goncourt. Give the author in each case, please. Firstly, the 2016 winner, Lullaby, published in the United States as The Perfect Nanny.
I mean, no.
Pass.
That's Leila Slimani. Second, the 1984 winner, The Lover, set in pre-war Indochina.
Try Newen.
Newen.
No, that's by Marguerite Duras. And finally, the 1954 winner, The Mandarins, concerned with the intellectual and political climate of post-war France.
Simone de Beauvoir.
Simone de Beauvoir is correct. 4 minutes to go, 10 points for this. The grandson of Sundiata, which ruler is noted for his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 and his construction of the Grand Mosque at Timbuktu?
Corpus Christi Stewart.
Mansa Musa.
Correct, yes. These bonuses are on natural philosophy in the later 17th century. In 1660, which Irish-born natural philosopher published new experiments physico-mechanical touching the spring of the air and its effects?
Hooke.
No, it's Boyle.
Sorry.
Secondly, influenced by Boyle's experiments, which philosopher made a distinction between primary and secondary qualities in his 1689 work, An Essay Concerning Human Understanding?
That's Locke, I think.
Locke.
Correct. Who assisted Boyle in the construction of an air pump and became curator of experiments at the Royal Society in 1662? He gives his name to a law of elasticity.
Is that Hooke?
Yeah.
Hooke.
Hooke is correct, yes. 10 points for this. Subtitled How Bronze Age Riders from the Eurasian Steppes Shaped the Modern World, a 2007 work by David W. Anthony concerns what putative language known by the letters P-I-E?
Corpus Christi Stewart.
Proto-Indo-European.
Correct. You get a set of bonuses corpus on symphonic poems. Debussy's Prelude to the Afternoon of a Faun is an 1894 tone poem for orchestra based on a poem by which French...
Stephen Mallarmé.
Correct. Orchestrated in 1919, which tone poem by Arnold Bax was inspired by his visit to an eponymous ruined castle on the North Cornish coast?
Nominate Gunnisacre.
Tintagel.
Correct. An 1889 tone poem by Richard Strauss concerns which legendary Spanish libertine?
Is it Don Quixote?
No, it's Don Juan. 10 points for this. What is the two-word common name of the plant Toxicodendron radicans? Native to North America, it secretes the oily compound urushiol.
Imperial Rich.
Poison ivy.
Poison ivy's right. You get a set of bonuses on a journalist born in 1932 who was the Polish news agency's only correspondent in Africa during its emergence from colonial rule. He claimed to have reported on 27 coups and revolutions.
Nothing. Pass it.
Pass.
That was Kapuscinski. Kapuscinski's book, The Soccer War, includes an analysis of the 1969 conflict between El Salvador and which country?
It's Honduras, wasn't it?
Honduras.
Correct. The Emperor is Kapuscinski's acclaimed account of which African ruler's ancient monarchy and his deposition in 1974.
Is that idiotic?
Yeah.
Was he monarch?
Ancient. Well, oh, yeah, last king of Scotland. Yeah, just try it. Yeah, what do you say?
Okay. Idi Amin.
No, it's Haile Selassie. 10 points for this. First performed in St. Petersburg in 1888, which orchestral suite is named after the young wife of a sultan who tells tales to her husband.
Imperial Rich.
Shahrazad.
Scheherazade is correct, yes. These bonuses are on Buddhism, meaning way of the elders. Which major branch of Buddhism is prevalent in Sri Lanka?
Nominate Brooks.
Theravada?
Correct. The scriptural canon of Theravada is often referred to by the name of which Middle Indo-Aryan language distinct from Sanskrit?
Nominate Brooks.
Pali?
Pali is correct. With a Sanskrit name meaning becoming extinguished, the attainment of which sublime state? The sublime state is, of course, Nirvana. But at the gong, Imperial College have 275, Corpus Christi have 105. Well, bad luck, Corpus Christi. You know, you got to the final. What more can you want? Apart from winning the final, I suppose, which these guys did. You were very impressive, Imperial. You are the 2020 University Challenge champions. Well, I suppose you can say you've arrived in academia when one of the most prestigious universities in the world names a building after you. We're in Oxford, where we've come to meet the recipient of the Abel Prize, the winner of the Copley Medal, and most famous to all of us, I suppose, for solving the most notorious problem in mathematics by proving Fermat's last theorem. This is Professor Sir Andrew Wiles. Well, welcome. Thank you very much for making the time for this. What did you think of the final?
I was very impressed. They're really brilliant, yes.
A lot of maths in there, wasn't there?
There was, yes. Actually, one question that really intrigued me was who said mathematics is a young man's game? I'd say University Challenge is a young man's game.
OK, well, can I ask you now to present the trophy, please, to the captain of the winning team, Imperial College London? Thank you.
My pleasure. Congratulations.
So it only remains for me now to congratulate both teams and to thank all the teams that took part in this year's competition and to thank you for watching. Thank you. Good night.